Welcome to the Serengeti.
We fucking hate Triple H.
It's gonna leave a mark.
Oh yeah, man.
Proceed with caution.
It's basic mathematics, man.
Shut up, bitch. Give me a fucking mic.
Hey, yo.
All right, for a minute there, I thought we lost him. Whoa!
Hey, yo.
Let's get into it, let me tell you.
Dummy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dummy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dummy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, before I get into AEW's Forbidden Door 2026 review, just gotta yap about some things. It was brought to my attention that EY, aka Eric Young, is no longer in TNA. And quite possibly Mike Santana is on his way out as well. So, as far as EY, it's like, I don't know what these people are doing. They gotta switch up their contracts because they sign people for like a year and then that's it. Most recently, I think they signed like Mustafa Ali for like a multi-year deal, but they need to do that with multiple talents. You know what I mean? So as far as EY, he's good. I mean, it's fucking Eric Young. You know what I mean? He can still go. You go to fucking Maple Leaf. You go to MLW. I don't see him going back to fucking WWE, which I don't blame him. So I wish EY the best of luck in his future endeavors. As far as Santana, if he's on his way out, best believe his ass is going to show up at NXT, probably become an NXT World Champion. You know what I mean? Spend some time down there and then get called up to the main roster, just like Joe Hendry did. How exactly is that working out for Joe? Yeah, I haven't heard much for him. What was he, over on Raw, apparently? So, I mean, it is what it is. Because Santana is ambitious enough to want to join WWE, so that doesn't surprise me if he leaves. You know what I mean? But so much for him being the new standard of TNA, huh? Yeah, but it is what it is. Oh, and I forgot to mention during the NXT review, Nikki Blackheart making her presence known, attacking Tatum Paxley. It did look like her knee was about to buckle when she was trying to do the torture act, it looked like. And then she was standing there, right, and then she's going to leave. The cameraman was like, no, we're not done yet. Don't like, stay there. To just fucking stand there and look fucking menacing. You know what I mean? So, a bit rough, in my opinion, but that's not going to take away from the potential that is Nikki Blackheart. You know what I mean? So, I expect her to do big things in NXT and WWE. And if she doesn't, then that's a clear failure from Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and all creative. Alright? But I digress. Starting off with the pre-show. Alright, we have the Drilla Killer himself, Joe Maloney, versus Daniel Garcia, who will never ever get over on his own. The man of 1,000 stables, the man that got bitched out by Will Ospreay, bruv. And I'll never forget that shit. It was him, Moxley, and Ospreay, right? Daniel was talking to Moxley. Ospreay comes out of nowhere, starts choking this motherfucker, right? Pinned him against the wall and held him there the entire segment. And I'm like, Daniel, Garcia, what are you doing? What are we doing here, man? Do you think that's gonna get you over? I mean, like you look like an absolute bitch. You know what I mean? Bitch boy. So Will Ospreay, I'm like, yo, whoever was producing this segment, it should have been like, yo, Daniel, you need to start swinging on this dude. Like, it wouldn't be one thing, like, if you he chokes you out, whatever, you fight back and then he knocks you out, whatever, puts you to sleep. That's one thing, but like he held you there and then you did nothing. But looked shook. Like, what does that do for you? And that's why I'm telling you, this dude will never ever truly get over, despite all the opportunities after opportunities after opportunities this motherfucker gets. Alright, you fast forward to the finish, because ain't no way Drill is gonna come over from New Japan to fucking lose to fucking Daniel Garcia. Not gonna happen. Fast forward to the finish, Drill hits the Driller Killer for the 1, 2, 3. Now, he tried to do it the same way he did to Kushida during I forgot which G1 climax it was. Not as smooth, but still a badass finisher nonetheless for the 1, 2, 3, right? Driller Killer, Drill Maloney goes over. Alright, move on to the next match. It was a singles match. You have a former World of Stardom champion here in Micah. Why she's on the pre-show, I don't fucking know. Right, she's taking on Sky Blue with her fine ass. Okay, match what it was. Fast forward to the finish. Micah hits a Michinoku driver for the 1, 2, 3. Best believe Micah ain't losing to Sky Blue either. I mean, like, it's not gonna come over from Stardom to lose to Sky Blue, who is also a jobber. Even though there is still potential in Sky Blue and Julia Hart, in my opinion, but they're playing second fiddle to Tekla. So it is what it is. Nonetheless, Micah goes over. That leads us to the last match here in the pre-show. Why this match is on the pre-show, I don't know. And it's like, why are there champions wrestling on the pre-show, and especially your women's tag team titles? It signals that, like, yeah, I mean, they're champions, but who really cares? Who really gives a fuck? You know what I mean? We'll just put them on a pre-show. That's the notion that I get. But yeah, Olympia from CMLL teaming up with Thunder Rosa, going up against the reigning, defending, undisputed best tag team here in AEW, and it's not even fucking close. Divine Dominion, yet Lena Cross, and you have Megan Bayne. It's about as close to perfect as you can get. Now, if they're fucking smart, they'll have Camille team up with these two and then just run the fucking women's division. You know what I mean? But Camille stuck in catering. They brought it back to lose to Willow, and then that's it. It's so fucking sad. The lack of Camille that we get from AEW. A former, the longest reigning NWA Women's World Champion, and that's the way you treat her. What a damn shame. But fast forward to the finish. Alright, Divine Dominion hits their tag team finisher. I don't know what it's called. I'm gonna call it Divine Punishment. The double choke slam for the 1, 2, 3, and AEW Tag Team Champions, Divine Dominion. And you're damn right, because realistically, there's like no tag team that I could see going over on these two, just in a straight up clean fashion. It's like, not only that, but they only have that many tag teams in the first place. You know what I mean? That's why I hate the notion of women tag team titles, because they don't have enough women tag teams to go around. That's always been my problem. It doesn't matter what fucking company it is, they don't have enough women tag teams. Alright? But we move on to the main card. A triple threat tag team match, 3-way. You have the Unbound Company, you have Shingo Takagi and Titon, right? You have Masquerade Dorada and Mystico, and we have the Young Bucks. All right, didn't really care for the match. I mean, as much as I like Shingo Takagi, it's like the problem I have for the Young Bucks, and the main reason why I hate these dudes is how choreographed their matches are. You know what I mean? It was like the same issue I had with fucking Adam Cole, back in NXT. You didn't really have that problem in ROH. It's just NXT, like, this match was just so, like, you can predict, like, the next fucking 10 moves in this fucking matches. It's like, alright, you lay there, you go there, alright, now you get up, and now it's your spot, and that's your spot, and it's just, I hate it. I fucking hate it, man. Like, I miss the improvisation of matches in AEW, like the Chris Benoit type, you know what I mean? Where like you're like, hey, you got 25 minutes, just go out there and just fucking kill it. You know what I mean? And you just fucking wing it. Like, I just, well, you know what they say, you know, all good things must come to an end. So it is what it is. Fast forward to the finish. Young Bucks hit the Con Man driver for the 1, 2, 3. Young Bucks go over. Now, there's two reasons why this team went over. One, because they're like the only legit tag team here representing AEW, but 2, to try and build them up because we know New Day might show up at All In to face the Young Bucks. If I'm Con Man and I can make that happen, best believe it's gonna happen. Right? Like, I don't know if they'll be ready in time or not, but because Con Man's trying to stack up that show as much as you can. You already got Ospreay in the main event. You already got Monet fucking challenging for the women's title, but I'll get to that in a little bit. But yeah, but I'm predicting that the New Day will show up at All In. All right, but we move on to the next match. All right, which was match of the night up until a later match that happens. But we have Kenny, by God, Omega, the Cleaner, going up against Zack Sabre Jr. I'm not going to hold you. I wanted Zack to win, but it was still a good match nonetheless. Fast forward to the finish. Kenny hits the one-winged angel for the 1, 2, 3. Kenny Omega goes over. Alright, move on to the next match. That's for the Continental title. You get Bandito, the reigning, defending, undisputed ROH World Champion, who apparently people are saying this dude hardly defends his belt. You know what I mean? But here he is challenging for another title. I mean, I don't know. I don't keep tabs with ROH like that anymore. It was so bad. I had people tell me, literally, don't cover ROH. We don't care. And I'm like, damn. Like, it ain't that bad. I mean, is it as good as it used to be? Is it the same ROH? Fuck no. But, I mean, hey, man. The people have spoken. So, GG's. Alright? But he's taking on the reigning, defending, undisputed Continental Champion, and that is Jon Moxley, aka Mickey Mox, because this dude does not like to lose. Fast forward to the finish, it was an okay match. I mean, like, it's with Moxley, it's hit or miss. More misses than hits when it comes to me. You know what I mean? But it was an okay match, predictable. Yeah, Moxley trying to rip off the mask from Bandito, but he locks in the rear naked choke for submission, and still Continental Champion Jon Moxley. Afterwards, he pays his respects to Bandito, and that's pretty much it. That leads us to the next match, alright? And that's for the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship. We have Pac, aka Pac, whatever you want to call his man, formerly known as Adrian Neville. If I was calling, man, like, this is the dude I'll be focusing on, man. Like, Pac is so fucking good. like this dude's been fucking well. The only problem with Pac is sometimes he's not available because of visa issues and like shit like that. I mean, he might get injured. But when this dude, when he's on, like, there's not that many people that can see him in that ring. Like, he is one of the best high flyers of all time. Like, honestly, all right. But he's going against the reigning, defending, undisputed IWGP Global Heavyweight Champion, the Shooter, Shota Umino. And I like Shota. Alright, I like the potential that Shota has. Alright, this isn't his final form. Like, he ain't there yet. Alright, like, I'm not quite sure what he's missing, but like this ain't it. This ain't the Yoda Suji level where he needs to be. You know what I mean? Like, if Sonata could find it, Shota could find it. Alright? And this was a good match. Alright, but predictable as well. You know, it's like, as much as I want Pac to win here, it wasn't going to happen. Fast forward to the finish. You have Shota hitting the paradigm shift into the second chapter for the 1, 2, 3. And still IWGP Global Heavyweight Champion Shota Umino. He gets confronted by Moxley. Moxley was like, it's like, yeah, that's cute. You have a little title, but you know, you're never one of us. I never liked your ass. Alright, you were a token. Alright, no, now we got Willa Yuta to take your place. Like, we don't fucking need you. Alright? And then out of nowhere comes the ace Hiroshi Tanahashi. And this is sad. Like, cause I'm watching this dude, and you could tell this man is an absolute fucking agony. Like, he is suffering, right? Don't let his face fool you. Like, this dude's body is broken the fuck down. Like, Kurt Angle style. Alright? Like, and, like, it's... how I put this? It's like this man sacrificed everything to save New Japan, but at a very, very expensive cost, which was the accelerated deterioration of his body. You know what I mean? It was plain as day when he went out there. I mean, was he needed? No. I mean, like, no. That this whole part right here was completely unnecessary because this isn't fucking New Japan. Alright? But the fans, I mean, fans love fucking Tanahashi as it is. Like, when you see, like, what's this picture right here? When he showed his hand, right? And I'm like, this dude, man. It's like, you can tell how much, like, you can visibly see how much pain he's in. And maybe you think I'm reaching. I don't think I am. Like, I see it plain as day that this dude is fucking suffering. Like, he is hurting. He's gonna be hurting pretty much every day for the rest of his life. Alright? And it's only gonna get worse. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate, but that's the price some of these wrestlers pay. You know what I mean? It's not like Kojima, to where Kojima had an adequate amount of time to recover. To where when it comes to Tanahashi, it was just like go, go, go. You know what I mean? Wrestling way more frequently than Kojima. You know what I mean? Despite, like, both these guys being similar to age. But I digress. You know what I mean? Moving on to the next match, and this was easily the best match of the night. Not even fucking close. And this match is for the AEW Women's World Championship. We have Starlight Kid coming from Stardom, representing Stardom, going up against reigning, defending, undisputed AEW Women's World Champion, the Toxic Spider herself, Tekla. Now, this match to me was like a homage to Stardom, what Stardom represents, which is some of the best women's wrestling you'll ever see, in my opinion. Alright? But fast forward to the finish. Alright? Tekla hits not one, but two curb stomps for the 1, 2, 3. And still AEW Women's World Champion, Tekla. Now, after the match, we see Tekla ripping off the mask of Starlight Kid, completely embarrassing her, and then has the audacity, the unmitigated gall to spit in her mask, walks up to President Okada, the other Okada, you know what I mean, like, this guy is the president of Stardom right now, like, and rubs his shit, the mask, in his face, and then, like, smacks his ass one, and then that was enough to drop this dude, this grown-ass man, getting laid out by a fucking mask. You can't make this shit up. But moving on to the next match, that's for the AEW Tag Team titles. Alright, we have the Dogs. I swear to you, every time these motherfuckers are on a card, it's like, oh, I always forget the Dogs still have to wrestle. Like, and it's like no offense to these guys, you know what I mean? It's just like, I always forget. They're just forgettable. Alright? But they're going up against the reigning, defending, undisputed AEW Tag Team Champions. A little bit of flash photographer, Edge and Christian. Or Copeland and Christian. Decent match. We're going to fast forward to the finish. We see the return of, by order of the Bang Bang Gang, the leader of the BCG, Jay Caucasian. Gotta get a pop. Alright. We see fucking Finley turns his ass around, gets laid the fuck out by the Blade Runner for the one time. And then we see Edge lays his ass out, spears the shit out of him for the 1, 2, 3. And still AEW Tag Team Champions, Copeland and Christian. Now, Christian was trying to buck up to Jay because Christian was like, man, I don't give a fuck if you're a leader of a Bullet Club or not. Like, I was a leader of a coalition back in the day. Like, that shit don't faze me, bruh. Like, I don't know you. We ain't cool. Right? No, Adam was like, hey, relax. No, cooler heads prevail. Right, relax. No, we ain't got no beef with him. Alright? But the Bang Bang Gang is officially back in full force. Alright? Leads us to the next match. Alright? It's the women's finals here in the Owen Hart Cup. We have Maya World, who was my pick to win. You know, here's the opportunity to put up a new up-and-coming star to represent AEW, a fresh, homegrown talent here in Maya World, who has all the upside in the fucking world. Young, you know, sexy. She's like a more athletic Kiera Hogan, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? That's why I see when I see Maya World. But she's going up against C.E. No, Mercedes Moné. Alright. And it's like I knew deep down inside Moné was gonna go over because it's Mercedes Moné. It's like there's not that many people in this fucking company that can out-politic this woman. Right? Very few. And my world ain't one of them. Alright? But it could have been a better match, but there was like this one botch was when it was Moné trying to, I think she's trying to go for a buckle bomb, basically. Like, she did like a counter, was trying to pick her ass up for a powerbomb position, but couldn't get her up all the way. Tried to do it for a second time, still couldn't do it. So it ends up just throwing her to the turnbuckle, you know, walks over to the other side, and then hits a sunset bomb to the turnbuckle, basically. Now, I think the original spot was her. I think she's trying to do like a buckle bomb and then do the sunset bomb. You know, if that would have happened, that would have been sick. But I mean, it is what it is. You know, sometimes, you know, botches happen. But I think she did a decent job trying to cover it. Same thing in commentary. You know, especially Nigel. Like, Nigel's a fucking pro. You know what I mean? He is without a shadow of a doubt the best fucking commentator in that company. Not even close. All right. But fast forward to the finish. Moné locks in the bank statement, you know what I mean, for the submission. You know, she had that bitch like fucking twerking back that fucking neck. Maya taps out. You know, my heart sank as the winner of the women's finals for the Owen Hart Cup here in 2026, a back-to-back winner in Mercedes Moné. Congratulations. Way to go. Which is like, I already knew, like I said this, I predicted this months ago, that the move Conman should make, especially when Moné stepped away for a bit, like he's going to do Moné versus Tekla at All In. And that's exactly where we're heading to. Alright? Which, I'm worried about Tekla. Right? Because I don't see her going over on Moné. I don't fucking see it. This is the same woman that steamrolled fucking Jamie Hayter, fucking Mina Shirakawa, fucking Athena, fucking Persephone, fucking you name it, Sheeta, all of them at one point. So you best believe she's gonna add Tekla to her list, her hit list. Alright? But so I'll be praying for Tekla to go over, but ain't looking good. Alright, her time TikTok, as Killer Cross likes to say. But that leads us next match. Right, you got the 6v6. Right, you got Team Briscoe. You know what I mean? Like the conglomeration, and there's the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita. Going up against and Darby Allin. Going up against Team, what was it? DC MJF. You know, who was like, I'm trying to remember people. It was like Jake Doyle, Kevin Knight, MJF, Okada, Andrade El Idolo. And who was the other person? There was someone else too. I can't. Oh, Kyle Fletcher. There it is. Those are 6. All right. And then randomly out of nowhere, fucking Blackheart, that is Leo Rush, comes in. for the assistance of the conglomeration. Why? I don't fucking know, man. There were oranges in this match. Shout out to Willow, who might be coming back sooner or later. There was like a Nintendo, fucking, or like GameCube, or like fucking Genesis coming out of nowhere from fucking Kyle O'Reilly. Fucking Kevin Knight almost died. You got the typical Io Scott and you jump off the steel cage bump from Darby Allin. All that to fast forward to the finish. We have Andrade El Idolo turning on the Don Callis family, saying, "Fuck you, Don. Fuck you, MJF." He tells Mark to get that cabron. So Mark hits the Jay Driller for the 1, 2, 3 to Jake Doyle, and Team Briscoe goes over. Now, spoiler alert, I watched the episode of Dynamite. He challenges MJF and he loses. So, GG's to Mark Briscoe. And that leads us to the main event.
Well, it looks like the fight's already started. It's time for the main event.
Men's finals here to determine who's going to win the Owen Hart Cup. We have Mr. Will Ospreay Barav versus whose house? Vlad TV's Swerve Strickland. Now, I know some people, they're going to gas this fucking match the fuck up and overrate the fuck out of it. Talking about like, oh man, this match was excellent. This was a barn burner. That's fucking JR like to say. I didn't get none of that from me personally, because I'm watching this match. It's like, I want to get into it, but I just can't. Because you had Swerve telling fucking Will, "Hey, you never beat me." And I'm like, well, there goes the fucking finish. there it is right there. But we get the match and we see constant no-selling of moves, people kicking out of their signatures, no-selling signatures, kicking out of finishers, kicking out of other people's finishers, like and kicking out of modified finishers. It's just a lot of kicking out of bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, the fuck is this? Like, when Ospreay hit that buckshot hidden blade, that shouldn't have been fucking it. But no, it takes him hitting the paradigm shift until a super paradigm shift until a Tiger Driver 98 or 92 or fucking or 84, whatever fucking year you want to call it, or 26 for the 1, 2, 3 for Will Ospreay Bruv to win the Owen Hart Cup, to go on to Wembley Stadium at All In to challenge where the fuck's gonna be AEW World Champion. Alright, but I'll get to that here in a little bit. It's just the no selling. You know what I mean? It's the no selling and a lack of psychology from Will Ospreay that it just, I can't get into it, man. It ruins it every fucking time. You know, and the crowd, they enable it. You're like, fuck yeah, man. Like, keep no selling. Keep like just immediately getting up at one after having this fucking hard-fought battle for over 25 fucking minutes. You know what I mean? Stupid. Fucking stupid, in my opinion. But if you enjoy it, more power to you. I'm just telling you from my perspective, I can't fucking stand it. Alright? It's like, I have more of that old school mentality. You know what I mean? Like, psychology matters, selling matters. But what the fuck do I know? Alright? Afterwards, you see Will paying respect to Swerve. He goes like, "Thank you, bruv." Alright, yeah, fucking the Rough Riders coming in to help serenade this dude. Crowd being like, "Ospreay, Ospreay, Ospreay, Ospreay." Give him the full pyro treatment. Even his wife, you know, Alex Windsor, comes out, you know, to love on him. And that's it for fucking Forbidden Door. Alright? The winners of the Owen Hart Cup, fucking Mercedes Moné and Will Ospreay, bruv. And as far as Dynamite, like, not too much happened, but I know Kenny Omega is going to be challenging MJF this upcoming week on Wednesday for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. And honestly, I hope Kenny wins. I hope he does. He deserves a main event All In. You know what I mean? Because if it wasn't for him and Jericho, there would be no AEW. So why not have him go out on his high horse? You know what I mean? If you do it to Daniel Bryan, aka Bryan Danielson, you know what I mean? You could do it to fucking Kenny Omega. Be like, he wins the championship and he's like, "Hey, whoever beats me for the title, you know, that's it for me. I retire. I'm done." Like, this is it. This is my last hurrah. So I'd like Kenny Omega go out on top and do. That's what I would do if I'm Con-Man. You know what I mean? Like, it's like MJF. He's fine and all. You know what I mean? He ain't my favorite by any fucking means, but it's like he's already a 3-time champion. He had his fucking main event at Wembley. Let Kenny Omega get his main event. All right, do Kenny. Do fucking Ospreay, run that shit back. So I remember people were gassing up that match that they had fucking a couple years ago. You know, was that Forbidden Door? I think it was. One of those fucking pay-per-views, I don't remember, but you know, you fucking run it back one more time and you let Kenny win. So I think, and the first match, which I think they wrestled before, but here in AEW, the first match, I think it was Ospreay that won. So have Kenny go over. Or hell, I mean, or just have fucking Ospreay put his ass down and he becomes the new AEW World Champion, because it's only a matter of time before Con-Man puts that belt on Ospreay. It's gonna happen, it's just a matter of when. Alright? Well, yeah, I think, and that's pretty much it for me. I mean, I think I covered everything. No Jamie Hayter. Oh, the TBS Championship. Survival of the Fittest. You know, they said, fuck Amanita. You know what I mean? A woman that's been here for fucking years, going on 6 years now, can't win a fucking mid-card title. Well, we can give it to Sheeta, which I know it's been a minute since Sheeta won anything. You know what I mean? But it's like, come on, man. It's, like, what are we doing here? I mean, like, I would have been fine if Persephone would have won. But you gave it to Sheeta? Come on, man. Do better. Do better by Queen Nominata. She's too fucking good to be wasted constantly. You know, and like setback after setback, you know what I mean? Can't win this title, can't win that title, can't fucking win on ROH, she can't win a Collision, and apparently she can't win on Dynamite. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? She was supposed to be in a tag team with Best in the World, Jamie Hayter, but then she gets injured by her friend Sky Blue, so they scratched that. And it was like, no bueno, this ain't gonna work. This doesn't work for me, sister. So it's like, what are we doing, man? What are y'all doing with Queen Nominata? That's all I like to know. Like, that's pretty much like I say. I think I covered everything as it pertains to AEW here. So, I mean, ain't too much going on. They're just trying to build up to All In, trying to stack that show as much as they can. So, that's what it was. The time, the length of this fucking show. Just about 6 fucking hours. See, it'd be one thing if they followed their old formula to where it's just like the big four, all right, and then that was it. You know what I mean? You might do your little super shows here and there, but if they did like 4 to 6 hour pay-per-views for the big four, and then that's it, that'll be fine. You know what I mean? Even though 6 hours is still a fucking long time, especially for the people that had to get up early in the fucking morning to go work. You know what I mean? I feel bad for those people. All right, but it's like you're doing like 4 to 6 hour pay-per-views every like 5 to 6 weeks. It seems like 4 to 6 weeks. Like, it's too fucking much. It's like you got Dynamite or Dynamite, as I like to call it. You got Collision, then you got the pay-per-views for those shows, and then you have ROH, and you got their pay-per-views. So it's like it's a lot of wrestling, man. it's a lot, right? Like, too much of one thing ain't good. It never is. All right, but that's all I gotta say about this shite. Y'all let me know how y'all felt about this show overall. Like I said, it was alright. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoyed Starlight Kid versus Tekla. I enjoyed Zack Sabre Jr. versus Kenny Omega. The Maya World versus Mercedes Moné was decent until the finish. Didn't really give a shit about the main event. Didn't give a fuck about the 3-way tag team match. Didn't give a shit about the steel cage match. Pac versus Shota. I enjoyed that match as well. So, yeah, there were a few matches on here that I enjoyed. But, yeah, I mean, other than that, it was alright. But with enough guys' times, with that said, be safe, be blessed, take care of yourself, protecting yours, loved ones, stay warm, stay dry, stay frosty. Most importantly, trust in God, God be with you. I'm out of here. All right, this week got Stardom still. We got some show called Produce. You know, I seen like Johnny Gresham was like behind it, so I'm interested in watching that. I tried to review for it. I might have to skip MLW. I'll have to see. I got to do NWA. There's another show too. I had to watch. Oh, some more Maury Gold. All right, so it's a lot. Yeah, so we got to do the Joe Doring tribute. So, and I'm not gonna do a video for EY. I already talked about it. So, you know, it is what it is for him and Santana if he leaves. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, that's it for me. You know, I'll be back as soon as I can. But until then, adios.